Dear students, Namaste and welcome to today's English class of Grade 9 English. Today we are dealing with grammar portion of Unit 4. And what is the topic? You are going to guess it. I have brought a short conversation over here. We will read out this conversation and find out what is the focal point, what is the focusing point over here. Are you ready for that? Can we do that? Okay. So here's the conversation. Look at here. Anup. I absolutely like my English teacher. He always makes us do a lot of things to improve our English. Rahul. But my English teacher is very strict. He always complains about our pronunciation. He always makes us pronounce difficult words. Anup. Isn't it good? Rahul. Yes, it is, but when we don't know the answer, he makes us repeat it time and again. Anup. Really? Does he give a lot of homework? Rahul. Yes. And when we don't complete all, he then makes us complete it in the break time of the school. Anup, can I ask a favor of you? Okay, till now have you noticed any? Okay, anyways, conversation continues. Anup, sure. Rahul, I need to complete my project work, but my computer is not working. Anup, why don't you get Ravi to fix your computer? He's very good at it. Rahul, but I am planning to have my computer repaired, and you can also get anything designed or typed. Anup, you can contact a computer maintenance center to hire a person. They will visit you when you contact them. You can have your computer repaired, and you can also get anything designed or typed. Really? That's a good idea. So, okay, what have you noticed here? What is the focusing point? What is the grammar topic that I wanted to focus over here? Any guesses? Anyways, I'll make your job easy. Here it is. Okay, the words that I wanted to focus here are have, get, and make. There are three. Okay, have, get, and make. And there's written all the forms of these verbs. All the forms of these verbs means we have 5 forms of each verb, right? Verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, verb 4, and verb 5. So like that, have, had, having, has. Get, got, getting, gets. Make, made, making, makes. So all forms can be used. Okay, this is what the grammar topic I wanted to focus. So what is the main one topic for these all 3 words? Let's go through more and we will come to explore it. Okay, so here, see here, the same conversation that we read before, and the words highlighted, you can see, makes us do. Okay, makes us do, makes us pronounce, he makes us repeat each time and again, then makes us complete in break time, get Ravi to fix, have my computer repaired, you can have your computer repaired. So what are these verbs called? Okay, these verbs that we used are called causative verbs. Causative verb. So here causative verbs, cause and then causative, it has become causative with cause. It caused somebody something to do, or something is done. So we do not do everything ourselves, do we? Certainly not, because we get some people, we need help of some people, and we ask people to do it. At that time we cause somebody to do it, and the verbs we use for this purpose is called causative verbs. And mainly there are three causative verbs: have, get and make, and all the forms of have, make, get and make are used in the sentences as causative verbs. Okay, so like examples are given in your book as well. Look at here. Okay, some more information like here the verbs get, have and make are causative verbs because it has, causative verb has something, the meaning of someone to do something, cause to do something. Alright, so first of all we will go through this make, okay, then only we will go through the examples given in your book. First of all, let's go through this example. My teacher made me apologize for what I had said. Okay, so let's analyze the structure of this example, how the verb has been used. Let's go through the structure. My teacher as a, what is here? Subject. Okay, my teacher as subject, made is the form of causative, make, right? Make. And then me, okay, me is agent. Agent means, agent is the doer, the one who does the work, doer. And then bhavan, okay, bhavan, directly bhavan. This is the structure of the example. My teacher made me apologize, and the remaining portion what I had said. So that means, okay, this structure or this example means that to force somebody to do something, force, okay, by force. But there is exception. But in the passive structure, the causative verb make comes with 2 plus verb 1. Usually in causative verb, with causative verb make, we use verb 1 only. Okay, here it is, agent plus verb 1. But if it is passive structure, then make comes with verb with 2. Like in the example, the students were made to stay after class by the teacher. So this is passive structure. That's why what is there? Made, were made to stay. Okay, so usually in the exercises, what sorts of exercises are you given? Somewhere causative verbs are given, and you have to write the verb with infinitive or without infinitive, with 2 or without 2 yourself, or it is vice versa. So we have to know the situation properly. We have to read the situation properly. We have to know the situation properly, whether to use 2 with verb or not, or sometimes you have to use verb 3 as well. So that situations we have to know beforehand. So this is the case with make. With make, we use, if there is agent, along with agent we use verb 1 only, but the exception is what? In passive we use 2. Okay, I hope you got about it. Next, get. Okay, example, she got her son to buy a cheap dress. Okay, so let's analyze the structure. What is the structure? Get as a causative verb follows the structure. Okay, let's see the structure. Subject, she, right? She as a subject. Get, causative verb get, and there is agent, her son. Her son is as agent, 2 plus verb 1. At that time we use 2 plus verb 1. And the meaning that makes is, that means to convince someone or to do something, to trick or persuade someone to do something. This is persuading rather than forcing. Not forcing, this is persuading someone. So this is the structure: subject, get, agent, 2 plus verb 1. Okay, she got her son to buy. So got her son is agent, to buy. Okay, this is the way. Let's move to next. Have. Example: I had the mechanic check the brakes. I had the mechanic check the brakes. So have here as a causative verb follows the structure. Okay, here is the structure: subject I is subject, have, had. Okay, same, have, had, all the forms are causatives. Have. Agent, the mechanic is the agent. Agent mean doer, right? Agent. And then bhavan, that means to give someone the responsibility to do something or ask someone to do something. That's obviously taken as responsibility. Okay, mechanic has the responsibility to maintain, so, or checking, so it goes obviously. Okay, so it expresses the idea that the person wants something to be done for them and they do not need to persuade. They do not need to persuade or tell some polite words, or maybe they need to ask for by force or something. It is not necessary, because they are paying someone to do something, or they are in charge, or they have the power. They have the power of money, so you can have done it with the power of money. Okay, so this is by, not by the persuading or something like that. Okay, this is the structure of have. Oh, now here it is, the example from your book. Now, as I told you in the beginning that we can't get everything done by ourselves. We need help of the people. We have different jobs done by different people. So here are some questions to you in your book. Think and act. If your friend asks you these questions, how do you answer? How do you answer if your friends ask these questions? Here are the questions. Your friend and you, okay, you are replying your friend for these questions, like, do you cut your hair yourself? Do you? Can we cut out? We can, but not in a managed way, right? To we have not in a managed way, not in the proper way. So what is the answer should be? Answer is already given, right? No, I get it cut by a barber. So what is the answer? No, I get it cut by a barber. Barber, or let's say beautician, right? Barber or beautician. We can get it cut by a beautician. Likewise, okay, another question. There is another question. Do you check your homework yourself? Do you check it yourself? Not usually, right? So usually, no. The answer is no. I have, what should be the answer? I have it checked. I have it checked by teacher, right? So next, let's move to next question. Did you cook food this morning? Honestly, tell me, did you cook food this morning? Sometime maybe, but okay, usually no. I made it. I made my mother cook it. Okay, cook it is already there. It's repeated. My mother. Okay, I made my mother cook it. So this is what causing somebody, causing mother to cook, causing teacher to check, causing barber to cut. So this is what these are causatives, causing somebody to do something. Let's move to the final question, that is, What can we have done at a dentist? Can we have done at dentist? Do you go to dentist? Have you ever been? Yes, might be, right? Several times, or maybe no, but we know what do dentists do, right? So we can have our teeth checked, right? We can have our teeth checked. Now, okay, let's move to another exercise. Here is a conversation. Conversation maybe these. Can you guess who these people are? Maybe friends. Okay, friends are talking they are having a casual conversations. They are having a casual conversation, and then they are expressing something. Let's go through it. Gauri Prasad was unwilling to dance. When the head teacher encouraged him, he danced. What does it mean? So, head teacher caused Gauri Prasad to do something, to dance. There is a cause. Gauri Prasad did not dance himself because he was unwilling. He did not want to dance, but he danced because by some force. And what is that force? The force is cause. Okay, the force is cause. That means, okay, the meaning can be interpreted as, that means she made him dance. Who made him dance? Principal, right? Head teacher. So head teacher made him dance. So not only meaning wise, while reading these statements, you consider the structure as well. So here is use of subject, causative verb made, and the verb dance. So how it is used? With made, dance is used, not to dance, right? So only for first form of the verb dance. Okay, moving to next. What is the statement over here? Okay, here's a question. Are you sure she got him to dance? Okay, so another student is not confirmed about it. So that is why asking the query is there, still query is there with him. So he said, are you sure she got him to dance? So here also, let's see the structure. She got him to dance. So subject, got, causative verb, him, to dance. So agent, right? Agent is there. Him is agent who danced. So to dance. With got, verb and agent, there is to dance. Finally, what is there? Yes, she did. She had Gauri Prasad dance. She had Gauri Prasad dance. When there is agent, had and agent, bhavan only. Had, agent, bhavan. So this is what you are supposed to do. You are supposed to analyze structures as well. Okay. So some more part of the conversations left. It is part or next one. Okay, next one. My clothes were dirty. I asked Nog to Ong to wash them. So I asked Ong to wash them. This is also the way, and this is expressed in causative form, like here it is. Oh, you had your clothes washed. You had your clothes washed. Here only with causative and then object, right? So directly object is there, not the agent. Agent is missing. So at that time directly with had, what is used? The verb washed. Okay, there is verb washed. Next, poor Ong, you got your clothes washed by him. So got plus verb 3. Got your clothes, because here is not agent. What is here? Object. So when there is got plus object, verb 3 is used, right? So we can analyze it like this. Okay, let's write on the board these structures. Okay, here it goes. Like if I say okay, let's start with had. I had my car washed. I had my car washed. So had causative verb is here. My car is what? Object, and there is main verb washed. So how it is let's analyze the structure. How would be the structure of this statement? So here we can find subject, right? And then had is the causative. So instead of had, it could be has, have, had, having, right? All the forms of had. And then there is what? My car. My car is not the agent. What is here? Object. My car is object. And then what is here at last? Verb 3. Okay, so we can analyze structure like this. Another structure, right? So this is example. Okay, the next one, let's write I had. Okay, same statement we can write with agent. I had my sister. I had my sister wash my car. Okay, I had my sister wash my car. Here in this structure you can find subject, you can find had as causative verb, and my sister here is agent, not object. My sister is agent. Okay, doer. Agent means doer, right? Who does the work. That's why here had is there and agent was verb 1 and the car object at last was my car. So had same causative verb is here, same causative verb is here, but the placement of object and agent is different. If object comes first, wash only. Then if object comes first, washed. Then if doer is there, wash only. Right? Okay, let's go to another example. Can I rub this? Okay, let me rub. Next one. Okay, next example. I made my brother iron my shirt. Okay, what is the structure? I made my brother iron my shirt. So here I obviously subject and made is causative verb, right? Causative verb made. So made, make, makes, right? You can use that. And then my brother. What is my brother over here? Is it object? No. What is it? It is isn't, doer, right? Isn't. So at that time, verb 1 and object at last, right? Verb 1. There is no to. There is no use of to before verb 1. One more structure. I got my shoes mended. I got my shoes mended. So can you analyze this structure? I got my shoes mended. I as a subject, got, causative, got, get, gets. My shoes is object, right? Object. So when there is use of got and object, at that time verb, which form of the verb is this? This is verb 3, right? Okay, this is verb 3. One more example with got. I got my sister. I got my sister to wash my shirt. Let's say, okay. I got my sister to wash my shirt. So here the structure is subject, right? Got as causative verb. My sister. Who is my sister over here? What is my sister as a use? Is it object? Not obviously. So my sister is agent. Agent. Agent means doer, who does the work. And at that time 2 plus verb 1. 2 plus verb 1 and then object. So this is how we deal with causatives. If you remember these structures simply, then it will be very easy for you to do with exercise. So let's do some remaining exercises, like, okay, complete these sentences in such a way that convey the same meaning as in the completed sentences. So what is there? Let's see. Chirikaji told Dhauli to sing and she sang. So we have to write in a way that gives the same meaning. Chirikaji made. So causative verb made is there. What should be the remaining portion then? Chirikaji made Dhauli sing a song. Right? This made is there, that's why sing only. Okay, remember this. Next, number I. Mom tells me to work hard and I do that. Mom has me. Has me. Agent. Mom has me work hard. Only work is there, right? Not 2 plus work. Number next, 3 number. The engineer ordered the workman to work fast. The engineer got, okay, the engineer got whom? The engineer got the workman to work fast. See, the engineer's subject got causative, the workman agent to work. So when with got 2 plus verb 1, we use 2 plus verb 1. Number IV, okay, this is second last question. Who will ask her to dance? Who will get her? Who will get her? Who will get her to dance? Okay, the final question is, she told someone to iron her shirt. She got her shirt. Okay, here is what? Object is there. That's why what should be used? She got her shirt ironed. Verb 3 is used with got plus object. So it is ironed. Okay, I hope you are clear about this. And we have another exercise that belong to pictures. We can see some pictures over here. What is here? Let's see. Look and identify the following places. What can we have done at each of them? Write a sentence for each of them. So let's write a sentence for each picture, and that should be used with causative verbs. There should be use of causative verbs. Okay, this picture seems to be, okay, we can see what your white coat, stethoscope. So it must be a picture of a doctor. So we can write what? We can have our teeth scaled at a dentist. Maybe this doctor is a dentist, so we can write this. This example is given in your book itself, right? So next picture. Okay, what can you see in this picture? A person is mending something, shoes. So he is a cobbler. We can guess he is cobbler. Is that true? Let's see. Okay, yes, we can have our shoes mended at a cobbler's. Okay, let's move to next. What can you see here? A person is measuring another person, right? So maybe for stitching, sewing clothes. So the person is tailor, right? So what can we say? We can have our clothes stitched at a tailor's. We can say that we can have our clothes stitched at a tailor. Next picture. Okay, there's a camera and the person is clicking photograph, so he must be a photographer. We can have our photo taken at a photographer's. So okay, this picture is not so clear in your book. Okay, the person is cutting hair of a small boy, so he is a barber. So what can we can have our hair trimmed at a barber's. Okay, the action itself is sewing. And then next one. Okay, what is this? A person is covering his eye from one hand and then reading the letters. Where do you do this activity? So this activity we do at optician, right? So we can have our eyes checked up at opticians. Okay, this is the end of this exercise. Now look at here, put into practice portion. Okay, one more exercise there. Ask some of your friends and teacher to do something for you. After they have done what you said, write a paragraph using the past forms of make, have or get. So ask your friends to do. Maybe you can ask your friend to bring a pen for you, or you can say I got my friend to bring a pencil, right? Or you can say with teacher, what you can say, I have my homework checked. I have my homework checked it by a teacher. So you can do that way. So different activities you list out and write it into the paragraph. All right. So this is what you have to do. Okay, so I hope you got this lesson and use causative verbs in a correct form, correct way. For that, let me give you some example. I got my homework checked. I made my friends sharp my pencil. I had my clothes ironed. This is the examples for the exercise that we discussed just before. Put into practice, and then short, quick revision of few minutes. Okay, causative verb. Causative verb are verb that is used for one. The verb that is used for cause or make or something become, and there are three causative verbs: have, get and make. Okay, so structure of causative verb: when there is subject, have, has, had, get, gets, got, and when there is object, thing, we use past participle by agent. I had got my shoes polished. Number 2, subject has, have, had. Subject has, have, had, and when there is agent, we use bare infinitive. Bare infinitive means verb 1, directly verb 1 without 2, and then example is he had his sister clean the room. Okay, similarly, okay, number 3, subject get, gets, got, and when there is agent, we use 2 plus verb 1, like the teacher got the students to work hard. Okay, and similarly number 4, make, subject make, makes, made, then if there is agent, we use bare infinitive. Bare infinitive means verb 1 without 2. Okay, so the teacher made the students work hard. Okay, this is the way we work with causative verbs. I hope you got how to use causative verbs in your daily use of language and then in examination as well. That's all for today. Thank you. Namaste.